Welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore and our preview of round 12. We've officially hit the midway point of the season and now the bye round start. Well, for some anyway. Brisbane, Freo, St Kilda and Sydney all have this week off. Do you guys like bye round? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, if you're enjoying our channel as much as we enjoy making the videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. It would really help us out. And again, I'm travelling solo on this one. As you can see, no one to the side of me. I'm still in Hong Kong. This will be the last show on my own. Next week, we're back with the boys. Looking forward to that. Let's get started with the first game of the round. And Friday night, the MCG, 7:50, it's Melbourne versus Carlton. Why do Carlton keep getting Friday night games? The AFL has overrated Carlton incredibly. I hope you're very happy with yourselves. You've overrated Carlton like the Carlton hierarchy have overrated Carlton. I don't know what to say about this one. Melbourne win. Simple as that. I don't care if Oliver's out. Carlton are no good, and that's it. I'll be staggered if Carlton win, so I'm tipping Melbourne. Saturday, 1:45 at Adelaide Oval. It's Port Adelaide versus Hawthorn. This will be closer than what everyone thinks. I think Port just get over the line, but I reckon Hawthorn will give them a fair run here. With no real confidence that Hawthorn will get close to Port Adelaide, I just think Hawthorn run in waves. That's one of the things that I'm impressed by them. When they get the ball, they go. Port Adelaide's defence is still a bit, it's not quite there. You'd want Connor Nash to lock down on Zach Butters or Connor Rosie. Take your pick. I mean, they're both as damaging as each other. But I think Port just get over the line just with a home ground advantage. I don't think there's, as funny as it sounds, there's not much between them. They've won 8 in a row, Port. So I know there's no rule to you losing after a certain amount of games, but a few of those games have been tight and they've just got over the line. So I think they're riding their luck a bit, and Hawthorn might get them. I'm not tipping Hawthorn, but they might get them. Saturday, 4:35 at Optus Stadium, West Coast versus Collingwood. Collingwood win, move on. Nothing else to be said with that one. Saturday night, Marvel Stadium, Western Bulldogs versus Geelong. This is an absolute beauty. I will tip Geelong if Patrick Dangerfield plays. Simple as that. If he plays, they're a chance of winning. Having said that, he's missed 3 weeks, so I don't expect him to come in and dominate. So, scrap all that. Bulldogs win this one. I think they dropped one that they probably should have won last week against Gold Coast up in TIO Stadium. They're back on their favourite ground, Marvel Stadium. I think the Dogs get it done. If Geelong lose this one, they're in deep, deep, deep trouble. Everyone thought they were back. I was one of them. We got sucked in. We got seduced by the 3 wins they had when Dangerfield was absolutely flying. I don't know where Geelong are at if they lose this one. So I'm going the Bulldogs. Also Saturday night, 7:30, TIO Stadium. We have Gold Coast versus Adelaide. And they're playing for the coveted Isaac Rankin Cup. Very interesting matchup. Battle of the midfields for me. Rory Laird, Jordan Dawson versus Matt Rowell and Noah Anderson. You've got Lukosius down one end, Rankin down the other end, who previously played with the Suns, of course. It's going to be a very exciting game, actually. I'm really looking forward to this one. I think I'm going with the Gold Coast on this one. They played the Bulldogs up in TIO Stadium last week and won for the reasons I gave you last week. Slippery weather. They're used to that, playing in the Gold Coast every second week. They've actually stayed up there, so I think for them, they're kind of familiar with the weather, the heat. So it's going to be a great game, though. Wouldn't surprise me if Adelaide win, but I'll let the Gold Coast on this one. Sunday at Giants Stadium, 1:10, GWS versus Richmond. Interesting game. Richmond are playing for their season. GWS have been very plucky this year. They're in most of their games, bar probably one or two that they've been blown out a bit. I don't know where Richmond's goals are going to come from. A couple of weeks ago, they won 2 in a row, and Bolton and Martin kicked a few goals. But apart from that, they still really miss Lynch. I don't know how far away he is. It's early on in the week, so if Lynch surprisingly plays this week, I think Richmond may win. Having said that, I'm tipping GWS. Sunday, 4:40 at Marvel Stadium, last game of the round, Essendon versus North Melbourne. Very interesting game. It's the Brad Scott Cup. Brad Scott? I always get the brothers mixed up. So the Brad Scott Cup. I think Essendon win. I think North push them. Essendon are good in patches. If Sheasel plays, it's going to help. I'm loving Wardlaw, Sheasel. Scott's doing well. Phillips is starting to come through. They just need those goal kickers. We need more from Jaden Stevenson. We need more from Zerha. Larky's doing okay. Down back, they're a bit fragile, North, but I can see the direction that they're going. I like what Ratton's done since he's taken over from Clarkson. I think Clarkson was coaching with one arm time behind his back. I really think he was struggling mentally, hence why he took the time off. But I really think Ratton sort of freed North up a bit. North, I said North. To the other two boys, I say North. To you guys, I say North. So pardon my French. I think Essendon win, but I think it's going to be a tighter tussle than what everyone thinks. Well, there you have it. A shortened preview of round 12. Do you like bye round? Do you not like bye round? Personally, I don't like it. Write in the comments below. Let us know what you think. And also comment down below who you think might win this week. Well, that's it from Hong Kong. See you on the next one in Melbourne next week.